Hey everyone, this is Tony Reeves. This is In the Know, and this is our continuing segment of Easy, but Not So Easy. Today we're going to talk about helping our loved ones. This is the easy part. If you've got a loved one because of a major accident or a major illness, or maybe they're just getting up in age to the point where they're not able to do some of the things that they used to do, stepping in and providing a level of assistance is just a natural progress of life. The not so easy part is the transition period. First, the talk. The conversation you have to let them know that some of the things you're doing probably needs to be on an ongoing basis and not an every now and then type of thing. Those are never sexy conversations. And the reality is that sometimes you have to have that so that both sides can have an expectation of what's going to happen going forward. It's one thing when you're doing, taking care of a bill here or driving somebody there, but when you're starting to notice a pattern, you may feel that it's necessary to take a more long-term proactive action, which necessitates the need to have that conversation, to have the talk so that everybody understands what's going to happen. And that's not an easy thing to do. Control. You don't want to take control away from them, and guess what? They don't want to give it either. So why is that important? Because what happens is that you're going to find some resistance. There's going to be some pushback. Because what happens is that the realization that they need help kicks in. And there's a natural inclination to fight that realization. And then you're going to be pushing because you're trying to make sure that you're making life as easy for them as possible. But they don't want to relinquish some of that control. And so what ends up happening is you find yourself in this tug of war because you're going back and forth between who's going to do what, who's in control of what, and who gets the final say-so to what. Time. The amount of time you spend. When something is short-term and you're only doing it every now and then, it may not seem like it's taking a lot of your time. Once you start noticing over a period of time that one, you're using more of your time, and two, you need to devote more of your time, then that's, again, kind of goes back to the other things with regards to controlling in the talk. It's understanding that balance that, hey, to your loved one, you're committing the time not because you're trying to deprive them of their independence. It's because of the nature of what needs to occur to ensure that the type of livelihood that they have can remain the same. You're going to have to dedicate more time. And what gets even worse is that if you're dealing with someone who's pushing back, you may be spending more time fighting them just so that you can create this environment for them than you will be in terms of actually doing what it is that needs to be done. At some point you take care of someone, at some point somebody's probably gonna have to take care of you. But it's not so easy sometimes to get them to understand that this love comes with the understanding that things and the way you do things is invariably gonna have to change.